Namaste student. Today we are going to see a new chapter called Limits and Continuity. I have divided this chapter into three parts and today we are going to see part 1. Okay. At the end of the session, students, you will be able to examine the concept of limits and use appropriate standard results on a limit. Apply the algebraic of limits and determine the indeterminate form, and finally you will able to evaluate the limits of a algebraic function. Okay, yes. Now let us see what is limit. Yes, for the limits I will tell you one small story. For example, you are going to meet your friend, that is till 5th standard. You two were a thickest friend and you are going to see after a 5 years. Okay, fine. And you are in Chengalpat and your friend is in Hyderabad. Okay, yes. Now you are going to meet your friend in Chennai in express zone. Okay, what you will do? Yes, you will eagerly wait for that day, right? That is your plan to meet your friend, so you will be eagerly waiting for that day, right? Yes, once you started, what you will do? You will ask your friend whether your friend is started or not, right? Yes, after that, each and every 30 minutes, that is each and every half an hour, you will text to your friend, that is, I'm here where you are. And then after at 30 minutes again you will ask, yes, I have reached this place where you are now. Like that you will make a chat with your friends to meet at the point EA, right? That is EA is an expressive avenue. I'm meaning that one. Okay, fine. Now after that you will meet your friend. That is, if you are while interacting with your friend, that is you are guiding your friend in a good way. That is you are meeting, that is you are guiding your friend to meet at the express avenue, right? So we are confirming that you two are coming in a right path or not, right? That's the thing we are going to say it in this. Okay, yes. Now limits. In this limit I have shown you a graph, right? This is nothing else. If the graph shows the starting point and the ending point, that is, imagine that you are in a point 0 comma 0 and your friend is in the other side, that is right hand side, and you are in the left hand side, and that point where you are going to meet is a that what I given, x is equal to a. Okay, now to the point A, that is express avenue, you are moving from the left side and you are verifying every 30 minutes, you are verifying whether you are in a correct path or not, right? And simultaneously your friend is from the right side, he or she also verifying that he is in a correct path. Okay, fine. That is a limit x tends to a, that is you are tending towards the point A, and right hand limits, that is your friend is tending towards the point A, that what the right hand side is x tends to plus A plus, and in the left hand side x tends to A minus, that means the values less than A, and right hand side a value greater than A. Yes, right. Now you have understand what is the thing. Yes, then what I am going to do with this? Yes, at that point A, you are going to find the value of f of x. F of x is nothing but a function. Okay, a function of x, that is nothing but the algebraic functions. Here we will use an algebraic function. So at the point x is equal to a, what will be your y value? That's the thing we are going to find it in the whole session. Okay, fine. Now the next one is we are going to use the algebraic terms over here, right? For the simplification, that is you are using a polynomials. If you are using a polynomial, then obviously we have to use the algebraic concept over here. Yes, the few algebraic concepts I have given you, that is a limit x tends to a f of x plus g of x. That is f of x is one algebraic function and g of x is another algebraic function, and they two are in a addition. Now we have a right to distribute the limit separately to the f of x plus for the g of x, and it is also same for the f of x minus g of x, and in the second one I have given that one. Okay, yes, if f of x minus g of x means here also you can distribute the limit, and if f of x and g of x are in a multiplication, yes, you can distribute the limit separately for the function f of x and separately for the function g of x. When f of x and g of x are in a division, obviously we can distribute the limits, and these are the some algebraic concepts we are going to use it over here. Okay, fine. And next we are going to see indeterminate form. What is indeterminate form? Yes, some of the indeterminate forms I had given you. One is 0 by 0, another one is infinity by infinity, another one is infinity minus infinity, 0, infinity. What this and all? Yes, that is, I told you earlier that if you are substituting x is equal to some constant a, you will get the value of y in f of x, right? If you are getting a value as 0, then what it means? There is no curve at all, right? That what you are not supposed to get this indeterminate form. So that we are going to do the evaluation. That is, we are going to evaluate the limit based on 4 types. One, that is 4 methods. A first method is method of direct substitution. That is, once you are substituting the limit over the value of x in the function f of x as well as in the g of x, you are not at all getting it the indeterminate form. Then we can proceed with the direct substitution method. This is the first type. Another one is a method of factorization. What is the method of factorization? Yes, we are simplifying the algebraic expression to the simplest form. That is, you are making a complicated algebraic form to a simplest form. Why should I have to make this simplification? Directly I can substitute the value, right? No. If you are substituting the value of x, the constant, over that function, sometimes you will get the indeterminate form. So that we need to factorize that expression, and then we need to substitute the value of x to find the value. Okay, and third one is the rationalization. What is rationalization? Yes, we have to remove the root. How will you remove the root? Simple. If root 2 by 2 is there, what you will do? You will multiply and divide by root 2. That is the thing we are going to implement it over here. So first we need to rationalize the given polynomial, and then we need to substitute the value of x is equal to some constant given in that question, and then we will find the value. And last one is using the formulae. What is the formulae? Yeah, formulae is limit x tends to a x power n minus a power n whole divided by x minus a. If the given function is in this form, you can simply write it as n a power n minus 1. Okay, yes. Let us see few examples for each and every type. Method of direct substitution. That means we need to substitute the value of x directly to the f of x and g of x, right? Here we are not going to do any simplification over the given polynomial, and the limit is given it as limit x tends to 4. Now I am going to split the limit for the f of x as well as for the g of x. So limit x tends to 4 of 4x plus 3 whole divided by limit x tends to 4 of x minus 2. Now I'm going to replace x is equal to 4 in this numerator as well as to the denominator. So what will happen? 4 of 4 plus 3 whole divided by 4 minus 2. And then 4 into 4 is 16. 16 plus 3 is what? 19. By 4 minus 2 is 2. So, this is your answer. And next, second subdivision. Limit x tends to minus 1. Here the f of x is given it as x power 10 plus x power 5 plus 1. And in the denominator we are having x minus 1. If you replace x is equal to minus 1 in the numerator as well as in the denominator, we won't get the indeterminate form. So, I am going to substitute the value of x directly to this f of x and as well as to the g of x. So, first step is I am going to split the limit. So, limit x tends to minus 1 of x power 10 plus x power 5 plus 1 whole divided by limit x tends to minus 1 of x minus 1. And now I am going to replace x is equal to minus 1. So what will happen? Minus 1 to the power 10 plus minus 1 to the power 5 plus 1 whole divided by minus 1 minus 1. Now minus 1 to the power 10. Here the power is even. So minus 1 to the power 10 value is plus 1. And minus 1 to the power 5. Here the power is odd. So we will get minus 1 and remaining is plus 1 whole divided by minus 1 and minus 1 will become minus 2. And this one and this minus 1 will get cancelled. Therefore, your answer is minus 1 by 2. Okay. Third subdivision. Here limit x tends to 1 and they given the f of x as well as the g of x, right? So, we need to distribute the limit. Yes, I am going to distribute the limit. Limit x tends to 1 and then what happened to f of x? F of x is ax square plus bx plus c. Plus c whole divided by limit x tends to 1 of cx square plus bx plus a. Then I am going to replace x is equal to 1. So, you will get a of 1 power 2 plus b of 1 plus c whole divided by c of 1 power 2 plus b of 1 plus a. Now 1 square is 1. So, you will get a plus b into 1 is b plus c whole divided by c plus b plus a. So, I am going to change it as a plus b plus c. And then one more condition is given over here, that is a plus b plus c is not equal to 0. Why they given this? Yes, if a plus b plus value is become 0 over here means what will happen? It will become a indeterminate form. So that they given this condition. Okay, now this a plus b plus c and this a plus b plus c will get cancelled. You will get 1. Okay. Method of factorization. In this method, first we are going to factorize this numerator as well as the denominator and then we are going to replace x is equal to 2. Okay. Now, first I am taking the f of x, that is f of x is nothing but f of x is 3x square minus x minus 10. Now, I am going to factorize this quadratic equation. As we know well, that is a splitting of two numbers, right? So, I want to multiply the 3 into minus 10. So, you will get minus 30. You have to choose two number. If you multiply the two number, we need to get minus 30. If you add or subtract the two number, we need to get minus 1. Therefore, the two numbers are minus 6 and plus 5. Okay. Now, 3x square as it is, and minus x can be written as minus 6x plus 5x, and this minus 10 as it is. And now I am going to make a pair and then take a common. So 3x square minus 6 as a one pair, 5x minus 10 as another pair. From this I am going to take 3x as a common. The remaining is x minus 2. Leave some gap and write the same, x minus 2. So we need to put plus 5. Therefore plus 5 into x only, you will get plus 5x. Okay. Now the common between these two terms is x minus 2 and the remaining is 3x plus 5. So I had converted this quadratic equation into a linear factor. Now I am going to factorize the denominator, that is g of x. G of x is nothing but x square minus 4, and this is in the form of an identity a square minus b square, that is x square minus 4 can be written as 2 square. So I can change it as x plus 2 of x minus 2. Okay. Now what will happen to this? That is limit x tends to 2. This 3x square minus x minus 10 can be written as x minus 2 of 3x plus 5, and x square minus 4 can be written as x plus 2 of x minus 2. I am going to replace it this 2. So what will happen? X minus 2 of 3x plus 5 whole divided by x plus 2 of x minus 2, and this x minus 2 and this x minus 2 will get cancelled. So we will get 3x plus 5 whole divided by x plus 2 is the remaining. And next step is I want to distribute the limit. So limit x tends to 2, 3x plus 5 whole divided by limit x tends to 2, x plus 2. So I am going to replace x is equal to 2. What will happen? 3 of 2 plus 5 whole divided by 2 plus 2. So 3 of 2 is 6. 6 plus 5 is 11. 11 by 2 plus 2 is 4. Okay. Second subdivision. Here limit x tends to 1, and in this f of x we are having root x. So we have to be careful for a factorization, and in the numerator I am not going to disturb anything else, only I am going to factorize this denominator because already f of x is in a linear factor. So I am taking g of x. G of x is nothing but 2x square plus x minus 3, and as usual 2 into minus 3 is minus 6. So we need to choose two number. If you multiply the two number, we need to get minus 6. If you add or subtract the two number, you have to get 1, right? The two numbers are minus 2 plus 3. Then you know how to simplify this quadratic equation, right? So I'm going to write it directly. After simplification, you will get a linear factors are 2x plus 3 of x minus 1. Okay. Now see the numerator. I'm having root x minus 1. So I'm going to change this x minus 1 in the form of root x minus 1. I will tell you how to change that one. Okay. Yes. Before that, we all know that root x into root x is nothing but x, right? So root x into root x can be written as root x the whole square. Root x the whole square. That is nothing but x. So in this x minus 1, I am going to replace x as root x the whole square. minus 1 square, and that is nothing but root x plus 1 of root x minus 1. So I'm going to replace over here, that is it will become 2x plus 3 of x minus 1 can be changed as root x plus 1 of root x minus 1. Now I'm going to replace it over there. So what will happen? Limit x tends to 1, and in the numerator everything is same. So 2x minus 3 as it is, and then root x minus 1 whole divided by, in the denominator 2x square plus x minus 3 can be changed as 2x plus 3 of root x plus 1 of root x minus 1, and this root x minus 1 and this root x minus 1 will get cancelled. And now I am going to substitute the value of x is equal to 1 over here. What will happen? 2 of 1 minus 3 whole divided by 2 of 1 plus 3, and here root x, so root 1 plus 1. Okay, now 2 minus 3, 2 minus 3 is minus 1 whole divided by 2 into 1 is 2, 2 plus 3 is 5, and root 1 is 1, 1 plus 1 is 2. So you will get minus 1 by 10. Okay, now third subdivision. Limit x tends to 3. In this numerator I am having x power 4 minus 81, and in the denominator I am having a quadratic equation. So I am going to factorize both the numerator as well as the denominator. So first I am going to take the numerator. F of x is nothing but x power 4 minus 81. So I am going to change x power 4 as x square the whole square minus 81 as 9 square. Now it is in the form of a square minus b square. So you can change it as x square plus 9 of x square minus 9. Again you can change 9 as a 3 square. So what will happen? X square plus 9 of x plus 3 of x minus 3, because 9 can be changed as 3 square. Okay, now at the denominator g of x, g of x is nothing but 2x square minus 5x minus 3, and then it is a quadratic equation. Obviously 2 into minus 3 is minus 6. So we need to choose two number. If you multiply the two number, we need to get minus 6. If you add or subtract the two number, we need to get minus 5. The two numbers are minus 6 and plus 1. Therefore, after simplification, you will get the linear factor as 2x plus 1 of x minus 3. Okay. Now, shall I replace it over there? Yes. Limit x tends to 3, and in the numerator instead of x power 4 minus 81 I am going to change this one. Okay, so what will happen? X square plus 9 of x plus 3 of x minus 3 whole divided by, and denominator 2x plus 1 of x minus 3, and this x minus 3 and this x minus 3 will get cancelled. Okay, now I am going to substitute x is equal to 3. What will happen? 3 square plus 9 of 3 plus 3 whole divided by 2 of 3 plus 1, right? Now 3 square is 9, 9 plus 9 is 18 into 3 plus 3 is 6 whole divided by 2 into 3 is 6, 6 plus 1 is 7. So you will get 108 by 7. Okay, fourth subdivision. Limit x tends to root 2. Here we are going to substitute x is equal to root 2, and in the numerator also we are going to factorize, and as usual denominator also we are going to factorize. But while doing the denominator you have to be more careful because we are having 3 root 2. Okay. Now f of x is nothing but x power 4 minus 4, and x power 4 can be changed as x square the whole square minus 4 can be changed as 2 square. Then it's in the form of a square minus b square. I'm going to change it as a plus b, that is x square plus 2 of x square minus 2, and in the denominator we are having, it's a g of x, right? So g of x is equal to x square plus 3 root 2 x minus 8. Don't feel here we are having 3 root 2 what to do. Okay, we know how to factorize it, right? So we have to follow the procedure, don't bother about it. Yes, now we have to choose the two number. If you multiply the two number we need to get minus 8. If you add or subtract the two number we should get 3 root 2. The two numbers are, I can take it as 4 root 2 and then minus root 2, because root 2 into root 2 become 2. That what I have taken 2 as a root 2 into root 2. Okay. Now I am going to do the simplification for you. Here x square as it is, and 3 root 2 x can be written as 4 root 2 x minus root 2 x minus 8, and then I am taking x as a common from the first two term. The remaining is x plus 4 root 2, and write the same thing. So x plus 4 root 2 and here minus root 2. If you want you can check. Minus root 2 into x is minus root 2 x. Minus root 2 into plus 4 root 2 is minus 8. Okay. Now the common is x plus 4 root 2 and the remaining is x minus root 2. Okay. Now here I am having x minus root 2, but here I am having x square minus root 2. As I said in the previous problem, I am going to change this x square minus 2 as x square minus 2 can be written as root 2 the whole square. Now it's in the form of a square minus b square. So x minus root 2 of x plus root 2. Okay. Now I'm going to replace the terms. So limit x tends to root 2, and in the numerator I'm going to change it as x square plus 2 of x square minus 2 can be changed as x minus root 2 of x plus root 2 whole divided by the denominator is x plus 4 root 2 of x minus root 2, and this x minus root 2 and this x minus root 2 will get cancelled. Now I am going to substitute x is equal to root 2 over here. So it will become root 2 the whole square plus 2 of root 2 plus root 2. Then in the denominator root 2 plus 4 root 2. Now what will happen? Root 2 the whole square is 2. 2 plus 2 is 4 into root 2 plus root 2 become 2 root 2. Here we are adding root 2. And in the denominator also we are adding the root 2. So root 2 plus 4 root 2 is 5 root 2. And this root 2 and this root 2 will get cancelled. So 4 2s are 8. 8 by 5. This is your answer. And next, fifth subdivision, limit x tends to minus 2. 2, and in the numerator we are having a fraction, right? So I'm going to simplify that numerator. So I have taken f of x is equal to 1 by x plus 1 by 2. Simple, we have to do the LCM. So what will happen to the LCM here? 2x, and in the numerator 2 plus x. Okay, nothing, we are not going to simplify anything because there is no common term, and the g of x as it is. So what will happen to the limit? Limit x tends to minus 2. Instead of 1 by x plus 1 by 2, I am going to write it as 2 plus x whole divided by 2x, and in the denominator as it is x plus 2. X plus 2 or 2 plus x, both are same. So I am going to simplify it. Therefore, you will get limit x tends to minus 2 of 1 by 2x. And now I am going to substitute the value x as a minus 2. Therefore, it will become 1 by 2 of minus 2. And this is nothing but minus 1 by 4. Okay.